Coach Paul Grove joins us. Paul, this one had to feel sweet after yesterday.
Yeah, for all of us, but for Neil, I mean, he was feeling pretty blue after some of those threes last night, and he hit some monster three-pointers tonight in that second half.
Yeah.
So good for him to step back up and get that done.
Yeah, and what an all-around team game today.
Yeah, it's going to be another one of those when somebody asks you who played well, you're going to have to just go down the roster.
Yeah.
Indeed. So what was the mental when these guys showed up today after such a difficult loss yesterday? How'd they show up today? What was your read on that?
I have a hard time reading them, and then, like I said, I went into our locker room for pregame. They're always sitting in our side of the locker. Nobody was there. They were on the other side playing some stupid game. Everybody's up yelling and clapping. A couple of them weren't even dressed yet. So
well, it sounded like it worked.
I said, I got nothing to say after that, boys.
And maybe it was for best today, but did they respond and defensively? Oh, what an effort today.
Yeah, we did end up giving up 70 points, but that's a pretty high-potent offense to hold to 70.
Yeah.
So we'll take that, playing those guys. I haven't seen their shooting, but it had to have been a lot better in that second half. So we can give up a few points when we play up-tempo. That's just the amount of possessions goes up, so the amount of points is going to go up, and we're generally in those higher-scoring games.
Yeah, won the battle in the paint today, 42 for the Cougs, 38 for the Saints.
And we were behind in that by about 6 points, I think, at halftime. Yeah. So we don't win that battle too much. The paint usually goes to the other team. So it's good to see, and there's a few things we can work on to get even better in the paint, I think.
What was influencing the decision to go zone or go man-to-man?
I wish I knew, fellas. A lot of times it's based on the opponents who they have in. Mm-hmm. So there were times that I'd hit Stars and said we can zone this group, and then he'd look and say, yeah, we can. Mm-hmm. So we go to a quick zone, especially with Joe in the early foul trouble. He had 2, it seemed like, right away.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes it's a little bit easier for our bigs to play zone and not be so much one-on-one against a bigger post. So those are 2 factors. They weren't shooting very well from the outside in the first half. Oh. That was another factor, and I guess they never really did in the second half either. But today I really liked the aggressiveness we had in man-to-man. So I probably could have gone zone a little bit more, but man, our guys were hungry and they got their hands on so many passes. We didn't always get a steal, but we had so many tips. And then, then just out of the blue, CD just grabs the ball out of the air and takes off. Those are kind of deflating plays for the other team.
Yeah, I really didn't sense any letdown or any lull at all with this team today.
No, I was a little nervous. Last night we got to 55 and could not score, and the day we got at 54, and I did not. And it took a few minutes to get off that one, but.
Yeah, you sensed when that lead went from 12 to 3, down to 3 in the second half. You wondered, and Neil Helgeson, it seemed that was exactly the moment that he stepped up.
Yep.
It was fantastic. What are you going to work on this week? Looking forward to 2 more home games this next weekend.
We'll keep our schedule the same. With just a ton of fundamentals on Monday. It's kind of a back to basic day where a lot of offense or a lot of dribbling, a lot of footwork. Kind of boring from a player standpoint. But then to mix it up, we do get up and down a lot in different sort of drills, too. A lot of full court stuff. We want them really tired. And then Tuesday, they're just on their own. We're going to get some free throws up. And then Wednesday, Thursday, we really work on the team stuff and then getting ready for the weekend.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that today, too. Yeah, 17 of 22 today
for
free throws.
Oh, good. It's about time.
All right.
So, yeah, and what a day. What a crowd. Excellent basketball here today, and what a turnout here.
Yeah, it was a great crowd today. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Our kids love it. There's not another UMAC gym that would hold this crowd today.
No, there really isn't.
No, that's right.
There is not.
I always remember that, yeah.
Yep. No, there's no way. This would have packed Bethany's gym 8 times over.
Right. Yeah, and next weekend, big. Well, North Central comes in with an 81-60 win over Martin Luther today, so they're 3-1.
Okay, yeah, they're a very good team. Yep. Eli and I'll start with film study right away on Monday together and see what those teams are. But they're both very good. Northwestern's big. They're a ton of experience. They're 2 deep in every spot coming back from last year.
Yeah. And Northwestern winning 97-54 today. They shot 56% on the day.
Yeah, and that's not unusual for those guys.
No, it isn't.
No, it's not at all. They're smart. They're good. Well coached. They got the whole thing right there. So it's going to be a very, very big weekend for us.
All right, Coach. Congratulations on the win.
Good. Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Head coach Paul Grove with us here on the Cougar Sports Network. The Cougars winning 84-72 over the Saints of St. Scholastica today, and the Cougar women winning earlier, exciting fashion as well, 69-64. So what a great day for the CSN.
Fantastic day for the CSN, and more importantly for the Cougs.
Yeah, definitely. So we're back next weekend. You're joining us. You'll be around.
I will. I'll be here.
All right. Chris Butler will be back next weekend. So here's the scenario. It's Friday as North Central comes to town. The men's doubleheader beginning at 5. North Central, the women take center stage first, the men to follow, beginning at 5:30. And then Northwestern comes to town next Saturday. Big showdown for both the men and women. And the women's action begins at 3 next Saturday, the men to follow.